Hi, it's Mr. Wyman here. I'm going to go over some of the answers to your math enrichment problems. So you've got your 5th grade math enrichment class, Google Classroom. I'm going to start off with the first post that I gave you, and it was this crazy algebra problem. You're asked to solve for the variable a. Now, at least there's only one, but let me walk you through how to find the answer for a. Now, whenever you're solving for a variable, you want to isolate that variable so that we have like the variable a equals and then a number, right? And that's the value for a. But the other thing that you can do is simplify the equation, right? So we can do all the math that's even possible before we isolate the variable. And you really need to do that in order to isolate the variable anyways. Now, this problem is very important for you to use PEMDAS or the order of operations so that you don't make any mistakes. We've got parentheses here, right? So we want to do what's inside the parentheses, but inside the parentheses is an exponent. So we're going to do the exponent before multiplying by 7, all right? As when it comes to exponents, it's the number times itself that many times. That's what exponents are. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So we're going to just make that an 8 times 7. And whenever I do algebra or equations, I just keep going down and make everything like very orderly. So we've got 56 is inside the parentheses. Now we need to multiply that by 1/4, and we're going to multiply before dividing because of PEMDAS. All right. Now, 56 times 1/4 basically means 1/4 of 56. So we're just going to divide the 56 by 4, which is what? 4 can go into 5 once, and then you've got 16, so it's 14. So this equals 14. Now, we've got divided by 2, so 14 divided by 2, and then plus all this, minus 3 equals 300. 14 divided by 2 is going to happen before any addition. So that's 7, and then plus a minus 4, and then these are what's called brackets. Brackets are the same thing as parentheses, and we're already doing it right in that we're doing everything within the brackets before multiplying by this 2. You don't want to multiply the 2 times the 56 or times the 14. You have to do everything within these brackets and then double it. Okay, so we've got 7 plus a minus 4. All of this minus 3 is going to equal 23. Now, I hope you noticed that this 3 is all by its lonesome, and it's minus 3. So what we can do is treat this whole thing like one number and move this 3 over here. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'm basically simplifying the equation again. So basically, we could take this minus 3 and move it over. How would we do that? Well, we're going to add 3 to this, which will negate this, plus 3. And if you add 3 to this side, you have to add it to this side. So plus 3. Plus 3 here just makes it 0. And here we've got 26. So now 26 equals all this. At this point, you want to work backwards and think, what has to happen here in order to get 26? Well, this number inside here is going to be doubled. So we need to figure out half of 26. All right, and that's a different way of saying we could divide 2 from both sides to get the 2 off of this side. So if we divide by 2 to cancel this out, and we divide this side by 2, we've got 13 over here. 13 equals 7 plus a minus 4. Okay, now we don't need the brackets anymore because we're not dividing, or we're not multiplying by 2 anymore. So now we've got 7 plus something minus 4 equals 13. So this has to equal 13. How can that equal 13? Well, 7 plus what would be 13? This has to be, it has to be 6, right? So 6. So if A, and how did we figure that out actually? Well, we took 7 away, and we took 7 away from 13. We took 7 away from here. So when you take 7 away, it cancels that out. And we take 7 away from here, and that makes 6. So now A minus 4 equals 6. Right? 6. So what's A? 4 more than 6. So 10. Because in order for this to be, if it were 10 minus 4, does that equal 6? Yeah.